What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video. I got a drastic transformation for you guys today. My man Pope came in, said cut it all off, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. Make sure you guys watch the whole video so you can see the end result. As always, smash that like button if you like this video, and let's get to it. Alright guys, we're going to kick this thing off with a number 3 all the way closed on our Gamma X Ergo. I'm going to go ahead and cut all the top down to a number 3. We're going to leave the sides. As you guys can see, he looks a little funny. And back in the day, I would have cut everything down to a 3 and then come in on the sides and cut it again to a 2. But we're going to skip that step. So when we're done with the 3, we're going to come in with the 2 and clear the sides, and then we can start our fade. Now we're coming in with a number 2 all the way closed. Guys, the goal here is to cut the side down to a 2 and go ahead and connect into the top. And then we can just do our fade on the sides and we'll already be finished with the blend to the top. Now we're gonna wet his hair a little bit and try to get it to lay down. If I had time, I would have shampooed it, but like I said, he kind of sprung it on me that we were gonna cut it all off. So this is kind of a makeshift way to get his hair to lay down. You guys can see, working the water in. Now I'm gonna come in with my blow dryer and brush the hair down while I dry it. And that's gonna be good enough for today. Like I said, if he had told me beforehand, I could have put some more time. He'd have paid a little bit more. We'd have done a shampoo and really worked this hair down, but this is gonna work just fine. Now we're going to start our first step at the very bottom of the vertical bar. This is going to be a no C-cup mid fade. We're going to go following the head shape or the ridge where we connected the 2 to the 3, drop it slightly in the back, and then we'll go ahead and bald out everything underneath. Guys, I'm going to punch the line in with my slim lines that aren't very sharp. When we come to bald it out, I will use my skeletons that are sharper. That's not only going to make it easier for the shaver to clear the bulk, but it also will leave less of a line that we have to take out with our shaver. First step is going to be with the lever all the way open, and guys, this is the Gamma X Ergo with the taper blade. We're going to go with about 3/4 of an inch to an inch and establish a nice clean guideline. Then we can start to work the line out from the bottom. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, traditionally I punch the line in with the Slimline because it's not very sharp. And the first step here, I will use the Slimline to take it out. And not to confuse you guys, but this is a different X Ergo with the fusion blade, guys. So it's basically a fade blade with a bump in the back like the taper blade. And closed up, you guys can see this thing is super short. So my new system is to use the fusion blade to take the line out, and then we just open it all the way up, and that is the middle part of our section. So it's very similar. Like I said, sometimes it's confusing for you guys. Different blades have different lengths, but we did the taper blade at the top, which is a longer open section, and then we use the fusion blade closed at the bottom and then open in the middle. And you guys can see now we're going to use our lever to clean up any dark spots. You guys see he has a big dark spot in the back. We're going to spend a minute to tackle and clean that up, and then we can move on. Next up, we'll come in with the one guard all the way open, and we're going to go up another 3/4 of an inch to an inch. So you guys will slightly see this guideline is not going to stand out as much as the last one because we are cutting into a 2 closed. But we're going to go ahead and make this guideline, then we can start to work that line out. Now guys, while I'm at the top, I'm gonna go ahead and connect the open one to the 2 because we have started with the 2. So I'll just take my 1.5 halfway open. We're gonna go ahead and connect the 2 together. Then we'll continue to work our way down and go ahead and polish this out as we finish it up. Now Now we can come in with our one guard closed and start to attack the line between the open section and the one section. So the one guard closed is not going to take this line all the way out, but we're just looking for it to lighten it up and start to connect everything together. Then we can come in with our half guard, and that will take anything else that's left behind, and we'll have a nice smooth transition. Now, because of his curl and how his hair was laying, guys, you see we still have some inconsistencies. So real quick, I'm gonna work my way back through all the guards. We're gonna start with the 1.5, back to the 1, back to the half guard, just making a couple passes through and making sure this is all the way cleaned up. Then we can move on to the other side. Now moving on to the other side, guys, we're gonna do the same exact steps. I'm gonna speed it up. You guys follow along with the color guide down below. But I want to tell you guys, the channel has not been performing well lately. I'm not really sure why. I'm looking for feedback. If you guys watch my channel and you watch every video, I greatly appreciate it. But I'm not sure why it's like it is. I'm up to 26,000 plus subscribers and we're only getting 1,500 to 2,000 views a video. So I'm not really sure if it's the algorithm or if you guys just are sick of my videos. So please give me some feedback in the comment section down below, how I can make the channel better or what kind of content you guys want to see. I want to get back to making content that's getting viewed, that is bringing value to you guys. And of course that works out for me on my end as well. So please leave me some feedback. And if you guys just like these tutorials and you've been rocking with me, then I appreciate that as well. Alright, moving on to the back, you guys can see I skipped the balding out and the shaver process. It is the same as the rest, but now we will finish up the back, and you guys see I work from side to side. I'll have to make sure I connect each side together. The steps are exactly the same, but now we have two sides that are finished that we have to make sure flows all together. So again, we did the open clipper section. Now I'm coming in with the clipper all the way closed. You can see we're going to bump that line out. Then immediately after that, I will come in with the clipper open, and again, this is the fusion blade, so it is shorter. I don't want to confuse you guys, but basically the fusion blade open is like a half open taper blade. So those are my steps now, guys. I like this clipper a lot, but the open section here is too short for me to use by itself. So that's why I use the taper blade for the open section and then use the fusion blade for the rest of the section. Now sometimes I switch things up, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and fade down a little bit. I am using the 1.5. Go ahead and come from that 2 and start to work my way down to my open section. Now right behind that, we'll come in with the 1 guard all the way open, and again, we're trying to connect into the 1.5 that we just did without leaving the guideline and continue to work our way down towards that open line. Now we have the 1 guard closed and we're attacking that very last line that you guys can see between the open section and the 1 section. So the 1 guard closed will lighten it up, as you can see, and immediately after that we can come in with the half guard and connect everything together. Now guys, I'm just gonna do a quick cleanup on his face. He doesn't grow a lot of facial hair on the sides. He just rocks the goatee. So I'm gonna go ahead and bald out the sides, and his neck will line up the mustache. Then we can move on to the lineup. Now moving on to the lineup, you guys can see he does have a cowlick right where I'm at. When I get out of the way, you'll be able to tell that hair likes to grow up, and it does split right where I'm at right now. So I like to start in that spot, guys. That's going to give me an idea of where the line is going to be. And if you guys can see, we did brush that hair down at the beginning, sprayed it with hairspray. So these are bangs technically that we're lining up. Some of this hair, I don't know if you guys notice when you use clipper work on top like this, the front seems to not ever get cut down all the way even, especially when you have a cowlick like this. So we're just slowly gonna go at it. I'm gonna work this left side that we're looking at, or the right side of his head. Then I'll work across the middle and over to the other side. Then we'll come in and do some enhancements and finish this thing up. want to come in and do some color enhancement, guys, this is the brand new clutch card version 2. Guys, I have super limited quantities left. We are waiting on the full shipment to come over. So if you guys want to grab one, head over to Seancutshair.com and get one. I probably have about 30 black left and 50 of the color ones left. There's green and red that matches the power mat. So if you guys aren't familiar, this thing has all the angles on it to do your color enhancement. You saw we just did that corner. It has a big flat surface that you can go across the front hairline. It does have a new measuring system for you to measure your vertical bars, and it also has the curve to do your C cup. So we're just spraying. This is the 245 no drip black brown. You guys see we're just going to spray to enhance his hairline straight across the vertical bars. You guys, when you do a high taper or a fade like this, you really want to enhance that vertical bar, just make it pop without having to cut into it more than necessary. Now we're getting laid back. We're going to come in with the 245 triple cartridge razor. Guys, the blade is fully exposed on my razor. I like to be able to see exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to stretch the skin across from where I'm shaving, pull the blade back to the hairline, and just get it super nice and sharp. Guys, his skin is pretty light, so I didn't use the pencil on him. I guess I probably could have used the white pencil, but if you guys watched one of our previous videos, the pencil that I have does not work very well. So I've been looking for suggestions. If you guys got a suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below, and I will grab one and test it out. But you guys see we pull the skin, get that razor blade nice and sharp, tight to that line, and it just makes that line pop extra nice. Alright, so there he is before, looking like my man from Home Alone when he stuck his finger in the light socket. He was definitely due for a haircut. I was stoked to cut it off. You know I'm gonna make a video. And there you go, guys. There's the finished product. Super blurry, mid fade with a 3 on top. We use 245 enhancements and the clutch card. Like I said, if you guys need to cop one, head over to the website, Seancutshair.com. Hope you guys liked this video. Smash that thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of this transformation. Make sure you guys subscribe. I got some dope content coming soon. As always, I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you next time.